Hey folks, as temperatures plummet and you're bundling up against the brutal winter chill, let's uncover a time-tested survival tactic from our ancestors that maximizes warmth in bed without piling on endless blankets. This old bedding order, honed through centuries of harsh European winters, turns basic layers into a heat-trapping fortress. Perfect for preppers facing power outages or anyone beating the cold on a budget. If you haven't already, subscribe to Warfield Prepper Chronicles for more no-nonsense history and survival tips, and give this video a like to help spread the knowledge. The foundation layer sets the base by insulating from ground cold. In medieval and early modern times, sleepers started with a straw pallet or wool-stuffed tick directly on the bed frame, creating dead air pockets that resisted heat sinking into freezing floors or stone. This wasn't decorative. It was essential for retaining body heat in unheated homes. For your modern setup during a winter storm, fold a heavy wool blanket or even old towels under your fitted sheet. Double it if your mattress sits on a cold slab. I've tested this in my off-grid cabin, and it cuts that icy draft from below, keeping your core temperature stable through the night. Next comes the base sheet for moisture control. Historical beds used a simple linen sheet over the foundation to wick away sweat, since dampness amplifies cold like nothing else. Think of those drafty castles where a wet layer could mean hypothermia. Linen's natural fibres pulled moisture out without holding it close. Apply this today by choosing cotton or linen flat sheets instead of synthetics. Lay it loosely over yourself before heavier layers. In a blackout scenario, this prevents that clammy chill that wakes you at 3 a.m., letting you sleep soundly and conserve energy for the next day's preps. The weight layer compresses to seal in warmth. Dense wool blankets went directly over the sleeper back then, their heft eliminating air gaps where cold could sneak in. Wool's crimped fibres trapped body heat even if slightly damp from breath or humidity, a lifesaver in sod huts or frontier cabins. To beat today's winter freeze, drape a military-grade wool blanket right on top of your base sheet. Tuck it tight around your sides. One viewer shared how this setup kept them toasty during a week-long power failure, using just what they had on hand without cranking a generator. Top it with the insulating cap to reflect heat back. Feather beds or thick quilts capped the stack, acting as a lid that captured rising warmth and bounced it downward, far more efficient than a single fluffy duvet that lets heat escape upward. Early settlers relied on this to endure sub-zero nights without extra fuel. Modernize it by placing a comforter or down alternative over your wool layer. Avoid sleeping directly under it to prevent compression. This combo has saved me fuel costs in my prepper setup, turning a standard bed into a warm bunker. Finally, seal edges to block drafts completely. Ancestors tucked sides with bolsters or rolled cloths, narrowing the bed's exposure and stopping wind infiltration around necks and feet. In your home this winter, roll spare blankets along the edges or use a throw across your chest. It's simple, but slashes heat loss by 20 to 30% based on my trials. There you have it, a proven system to stay warm and beat the cold using what you've got. Subscribe now for more Prepper Chronicles and share this with your network to help others survive winter smarter.